Hello tubers and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm doing a tool review on this Airhawk Pro tire inflator. And for those of you who follow my channel, you know that I often work on lawn tractors, lawn mowers, and between picking them up or pulling them out of the field, most of the time the tires are flat. I usually bring a small compressor with me, so I thought this tool would be a handy thing to have. It works with its own battery, plus it can run off your car battery. Looking at the instructions, I broke the pattern and I'm actually reading the instructions this time. A few things that jump out at me over here. It takes 3 hours for that battery to charge. One thing that's a little discerning says use a separate gauge for more accurate reading. Well, it's promoted itself that it has a digital gauge on it. They show that on TV. Why do you need a separate gauge? That's one thing I might not have picked this up if I saw that to begin with. Alright, going on. Gives you all the disclaimers, what to do, what not to do. Here's another notice we all have to heed. Never allow anyone to pump air into mouth, ears, nose, etc. of people or animals. I'm sure that's something we had to be told about. Let's see, electrical shock. Okay, let's get into this box and see what this looks like. Alright. Has a carry bag to keep it in. This is how you would plug it into your car. You would put this in, lower the battery, and then plug this into the car. I'm going to use this today. I had it for a while, and I finally have a chance to use it. I have a flat on my Blazer. And instead of plugging this into the car, I'm going to use the battery jumper for it, just in case this has some malfunction. And we have the Airhawk itself. I know it looked a little more adorable on TV. Now, this is a nice little feature here. They have a little tray, a holder, if you have to inflate any footballs, basketballs, what have you. And it also has a nozzle. I guess this would be like for air mattresses, maybe even balloons. And we have the adapter to charge the battery. See, so guys, this camera keeps going out. I'm not sure what it is. It's got a fully charged battery, but it's going out. Speaking of batteries, this battery gets charged out of the unit, and it's supposed to have a port. You can see that there. It says plug the AC charger into the wall, then connect the AC charger port on the battery. Ah, here it is. Okay, so to charge the battery, here's the port, and that's how we'll charge that battery. As I mentioned, I'm going to do this without charging the battery. Camera just went out again. As I mentioned, I'm going to use this without the battery. I'm going to use the battery jumper for it. And to connect that hose, it says not to take this all the way off, but this screws in. It was supposed to anyway. There we go. It says not to take this lock all the way off. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So you put the hose into the port, and then you lock it in with this red knob. Got it on this end. Let's take it outside and see how it performs. Okay, I'm outside, and it's starting to drizzle a little, so I want to get this done as quick as possible. And here's the Chevy Blazer. I had this parked for about a week because of the weather. I have to change the ball joints on this, and with the cold out here, it was just too cold to work on it. I came out today to work on it, and this is what I found. So, let's test out this Airhawk. Because the stem is up high, I'm using this other tire just to hold the hawk up. put this camera down while I hook up the hawk. Okay, and this is how I have it set up. I have the power pack. The hawk is plugged into that. It's connected to the tire. Set at 90. So let's bring it down some. 35, okay. And let's see what we have here now. And it's reading, if you could read this, it's reading 9 pounds. See how long this is going to take to charge. It's 4 o'clock right now, a little bit past 4, and we'll see. Well, I'm sitting inside the blazer right now because it's raining outside, but it's been almost 10 minutes. I'm going to go out and check that tire and see how we're making out. Picking this up, it's reading 32 pounds of pressure. Stopped, and it took a little over 10 minutes. For something this compact, it's not that bad, and it's reading 35.5. I'm going to get my tire gauge and see how it measures up against that. Oh, don't forget, the instructions said that this could be hot. It's plastic, so I'm not sure how hot this would get, but it is warm. Okay, here's where the heat is. The heat's right in here. This metal spring feels pretty hot. Alright guys, the rain let up a little bit. What I was trying to point out before, but that hawk was making quite a bit of noise. This tire was all the way down. It had 9.5, according to the hawk, pounds of pressure in it. And it's hard to tell right now because the driveway. But the tire is up. And according to this pressure gauge now, how accurate is this gauge, I don't know, but it's what I've been using for a while. This is reading a little over 35. So the hawk was set at 35. This is reading a couple of pounds over. For the little variation, this could be off or the hawk could be off. I'm not sure which one it is. As far as the hawk getting hot, the handle's quite warm. Not hot, but it's warm. It did the job. And for... that camera just went out again. And for an emergency to keep in your car, it does run off your car battery, just plug it into your cigarette lighter. It has that case I pointed out earlier. For an emergency situation, you come out one morning, your tire's flat, you're camping, you're in the woods, that tire's low, your spare's low, whatever the case may be. So a backup or an emergency situation, it has that nice little case to keep everything in. I give it a thumbs up. Played any footballs, basketballs, or mattresses or anything with it. But if it did this tire in 10 minutes, it should be able to take care of any toys, bicycle tires. And if you're using it for toys or bicycles, this is a lot easier to use than having to pull out the compressor. So guys, if you're interested in one of these for yourself, down in the description I have a link. Just click on that, bring you right to it. Well guys, that's a wrap. If you found this video useful or entertaining, let me know by posting your comments down below, giving it a like, and share it with someone else who might find it useful. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe. And not to miss any new videos that I upload, make sure to hit that notification bell. Well, until next time guys, stay safe and stay well.